I'm not going to introduce myself, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. So I come from a long line of geeks. I'm a second-generation technology geek. In the late 1970s, I'm also a Rhode Islander. And so in Newport, Rhode Island, many years ago, in the late 70s, we had a big sailing race called the America's Cup. And my father had one of the first portable video cameras that you could take around with you. And so it was an entire VCR that was actually in two pieces. It was big like this, though. And it took two people to carry the case, but it was portable. And then the camera was so much larger than what we're seeing here today, capturing today's Tech Talks experience. And I remember we went to the America's Cup, and we went to this really fancy restaurant, and they thought we were the news crew. And so we didn't have to wait in line or anything, because we were with CBS or something. It was absolutely incredible. And my dad personalized the bags that carried the VCR, that it had the tuner piece and then this other piece. And he had stickers on it. And that's why I think they thought that we were with the news. So then I went to college a little later. And in college, when I started out, we didn't have computers that we could take to school. Earlier, my dad, being the tech geek, we had in the 1980s, when I was a teenager, we had 8 personal computers in our family room. And we had an Apple IIe, we had an Atari 400, an 800, a Commodore. We had all sorts of great computers. And he did all sorts of things with them. And what would happen is I would bring my dates home to meet my dad they'd come pick me up to meet my dad and my mom before I went out. And then my dad would say, "Have you seen this game?" And all of a sudden, I never got to go out on my dates because my dad just stole my boyfriends. My husband doesn't even carry a cell phone. So in college, some of you might remember that the computer labs were open 24 hours a day, and you'd go at 1 o'clock in the morning with the hope that you could get a computer. And I was studying C, not C++, not C#, but C, way back then. And so I would get up at 1 o'clock in the morning, go down to the computing lab, and do my work. But then my dad got me a laptop computer. This was a laptop computer. Weighed about 15 pounds. And I have this incredible memory of trying to go home for a long weekend, and my flights were really close together. And I ran through the Detroit airport. And if you're in the Northwest Terminal in Detroit, you can run for a really long time, carrying this 15-pound computer. Those are some of the memories that I have of my experiences with technology. And at that point, my computer was a really expensive, really heavy tool that I was able to use for school. That's changed with our students today. Our students now have a relationship with their technology and their mobile devices. Our students personalize their mobile devices. And they put stickers, they bedazzle them, they make them their own. They buy skins and even make skins to go on their laptops, on their tablets, on their iPhones. There are studies that students feel that their mobile devices are an extension of themselves. Students name them, just like we might name a car. Some students name their devices. They make them their own. And in fact, in regard to mobile devices, our students are using them. Many of our students have devices. In fact, 89% of students in a study that spread across the world had laptops. And 76% of students owned a smartphone in 2013. That went up 14% from 2012. That digital divide is shrinking. And 8% of our students have multiple devices. When I come to work, I have a little backpack. You wouldn't believe how small it is with all the stuff I have in there. But I have my laptop. I have my iPad. If I'm going to a conference, I also put in my iPad mini. If I'm traveling, I will put in my Kindle, especially if I'm going to be sitting in the sun and reading. And then I add my iPhone. That's pretty much common in my little backpack that I carry around. And honestly, my backpack is that big. So our myself, many of you, our students, they have multiple devices. With smartphones, they want to use them in the classroom. Students want to be able to use them to look up information. They want to use them to photograph information, just like you've been doing today. They want to be able to access digital resources. And they want to record instructors. Students want to have that lecture so they can refer back to it when they're studying. And they want to engage in activities. There's so many ways they want to use them. Now, when I sit at home and watch a television show, I don't sit passively on the couch. I sit actively with my smartphone or my iPad usually, and my husband will be like, "Who's that actor?" Well, I open up IMDb and I look it up. Or they'll say something on the news and I'll have a question about it. So what do? I look it up immediately. Students want to be able to have those experiences if something comes up that they can use their mobile devices and access the information that they might have a question about or dive further into it. But sadly, students are reporting that 74% of students are reporting that they're not allowed to use their cell phones in classes. They want to use it. They want to be engaged using that in the classroom, but many of us are saying no. And of course, there are very good reasons. It might be a distraction in the classroom. You may not be having activities where it's relevant. I often take notes on my cell phone. It's always with me. It's always in my pocket. If I have to remember something, I write it down. Our students may want to do that too. It's the notebook they always have. Students want to communicate, and they're using technology to communicate. And they're using technology in a number of different ways in regard to that. They feel that they're really connecting with the institutions. So they're connecting with us through our website, through our libraries, and through our learning management systems. That's where they feel they're engaging with our institution. They also feel that they're engaging with their instructors. They feel that their instructors are ready to use technology and training them. They're able to be a good support for them, and that they're able to reach out to their instructors, get information, ask questions. But the thing about communication is they don't want us in their personal business. They don't want us in their Facebook. They didn't want us in their MySpace. They don't necessarily want us teaching using these tools. That's their social life, their personal life. And students are stating, no, that's not where you belong. You belong in these other areas. Students are also sharing that they really enjoy blended learning experiences, blended hybrid classes, where a portion of the class time is in person and a portion of the class time is online. And there have been a number of studies, both locally and nationwide, that show that students do better in blended classes than they do in online classes or face-to-face classes. That anytime, anywhere access to their course materials blended with an opportunity to interact with the other students in person and with their instructors seems to be kind of a magic potion of a way to help our students achieve their dreams. Now, students also have reported that they like using a learning management system or a course management system. Here at Maricopa, that is either Canvas or Rio Learn. They want to be contacted through the learning management system, but they share information in regard to they don't like it when every instructor's class looks different. They need the consistency in the navigation, And when that changes from class to class, they really struggle with that. But essentially what it comes down to is that students want a human touch. They want to be able to interact with their instructors. They want to be able to email them. They want to see them in a blended learning environment. They want them to be accessible, to be able to visit with them, to feel comfortable reaching out to them, whether that's using technology or meeting face-to-face. And students believe that using technology for instruction, which we've seen demonstrated time and time and time again today, 3 times so far, just wait, that they feel that it's helping them to achieve their academic goals, it's aligning with their academic plans, and it's preparing them for the workforce. And so students really feel that when instructors are using technology to enhance the teaching and learning experience, that it's helping them. So you might be asking, well, where did you get this information? Well, I got it from the EDUCAUSE Center for Analytics and Research. And they do a study every year. It's a longitudinal study of undergrad students in information technology. This is from the 2013 survey. They surveyed 113,035 students in 14 countries. They surveyed students at 8 of the 10 Maricopa Community Colleges in 2013. This survey will be coming out again for our students later this semester, and they're starting a new survey of our faculty. So if you are faculty and you get this survey, please fill it out so that we can get this information. This really helps us understand student needs and faculty needs and helps us to be nimble and really help our students to learn.